Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'll be doing a get ready with me videos. This is my second video that I'll be doing. It'll also be a chatty one, so I'll give you some updates on the Botox which I mentioned in my first get ready with me. And I'll also be using some new products which I will mention throughout the video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Kat. I normally do handbag reviews, I talk about luxury stuff, but I do love makeup as well, so I tend to talk about it in my favorites and then now get ready with me video. And to all my regulars, welcome back and let's get started. Alright, let's start. So same thing, get the hair out of the way. Okay, so my face is nice and clean. I've washed my face. So I'm starting off with this toner first and I've already used it a little bit. This I got in Japan and I really like it. Apparently it's soy based. It's one of the few things that doesn't have, I don't think it has alcohol. I can't tell. Let me see if there's any alcohol here. I can't really read. I haven't been practicing my Japanese. Anyway, so yeah, I like this particular toner. It doesn't smell like, you know when there's alcohol, it doesn't smell like that. I don't feel like it's drying out my skin. So I'm actually going to Japan end of the year and I'll probably get a few more bottles of this because I quite like it. Next and always SK-II, and I'm almost out of it. I've got a little bit more to go. I have been using this bottle for a long time. Since my last review, I think probably earlier this year. And yes, it's expensive, but a little bit goes a long way and it's lasted me a long time. I love putting just a little bit, then quickly slap it on. Waste nothing, like just slap it into the skin. So refreshing. I love this SK-II. I don't even know why did I stop using it. Love it. Then whatever's left, I just like put it on my hand. This is something new for me. This is the SK-II Cellumination Deep Search Extra EX, and I got this during the 20% off sale. I was actually looking for a moisturizer that would be for my nighttime, so it is a little bit too light. I think it's too gel. Yeah, it's a little bit too light. I don't know if you see. It's very gel-like, very suitable for the day, but for the night it isn't enough. So that's when I bought the Shiseido Black Rose Oil. So I just use this and a little bit of that Black Rose Oil. I find that my skin is extra hydrated. I won't say this is not a good moisturizer. I just think that it doesn't moisturize my skin like extremely a lot. It is okay. Is it worth the money? Probably not. It was expensive. 600 ringgit or some crazy number like that. I can't remember, but it was because I had the 20% off. I decided, okay, fine, let's try it out. I'm not disappointed in the sense that, oh, it's a terrible moisturizer, that it smells terrible, it feels terrible, it's making me break out. No, none of that. It is decent. Like, it is a decent moisturizer. I can feel that, yes, my skin is hydrated from it. It doesn't have any overpowering smell that is too offends me. But would I pay 600 for it? Oh, I don't think I would. I think I'll just keep looking for the perfect moisturizer for me. I'll continue to finish it, but I don't think I would repurchase it unless there's like a 30% off in Sephora, so maybe. Now this doesn't have SPF, so I'm gonna put a bit of SPF, and as you all know, this is my favorite sunblock. This is the Shiseido Perfect UV Protector SPF 50. This is the one that is not for sensitive skin, so there is one for the sensitive skin. You gotta shake it up a little bit, and I really like using this because to me it acts like a little bit like a primer and has a light, like pinkish tint that, I don't know, brightens up the skin. So I put on quite a bit, and then it's very, very spreadable, very nice. So all over. Sometimes there's a little bit left on the top of my palm. I just spread it on top because actually this part of your hand, this is where people can tell your age, like if the way your skin is really dry and like spotty. So you actually should put a little bit of sunblock on the top of your hand. That's something my best friend told me. She's like, put sunblock on the top of your hand because if that gets spotty and like wrinkly, people know your age. I'm like, okay. Don't feel like using any primer today, so I'm gonna go straight into the foundation, and the one I'm using is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus color correcting full coverage cream. That's a mouthful. It's got SPF 50, but you know, you still need a little bit of SPF under whatever foundation that has SPF. So this is new to me. I have used it a couple of times and I like it. I like the finish. I think the color suits me. I'm using light, so just a nice decent squeeze of that. So what I like to do is I like to spread it out all over my skin. I don't actually need to use any tool for this because it's like a BB cream, I call it CC cream or whatever cream. So it's almost like a tinted moisturizer. So I just spread it all over first, and then I would start to blend it out with a beauty blender. More of like just to give it a nice even finish, you know, lighten up a little bit. So anyway, I want to give you an update on my last Get Ready With Me video when I was talking about getting Botox, and I got some Botox. I know I was reading all the comments from you and said, don't do it, and some of you said, do it, it's the best thing in the world. And I said, no, don't do it, you ruin your skin. So I kind of like went against some of you, but I didn't go like whole Botox, you know, I just tried a little bit. So I took the comments and said, do it, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Then the comments said, don't do it. So I kind of like, you know, met in the middle, and I just did it right here in the middle. So I did a little bit between my eyes, and the doctor calls it the rabbit nose. So I'm gonna put a picture here and you can see the difference. The before, when I squint my eyes and I kind of like frown my eyebrows and, you know, like scrunch my nose, and there's lots of lines. And then right after Botox, I can't really do that anymore. I can kind of do it now because it's been about a month. So as you can see, I can kind of like squint it, but it's not so like squashed to the middle and creating all those terrible lines. It was quite a strange feeling to get it done. When I think I had how many injections? 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever he had left, he kind of like did a little bit up here, so that's just a little bit, but not enough to make a difference. But the main difference is here because he did quite a bit here, 4 jabs, and I don't know, after he did it, it felt a bit weird. It felt like numb and just a little bit like odd. So the first day felt nothing. Actually, the first day felt nothing. The second day I could feel like, you know, as if, you know, like when you go to the dentist, your jaw, after they give you a couple of injections, you know, when you're pulling your tooth, and you get that little numb feeling. Not so extreme, but just a little bit of that strange feeling here. And it took me about a week to get used to it. In fact, even now I can kind of feel it, but my muscles are actually getting back. And I also think it's because I move my face so much. I'm like, I'm always moving my face. So I think Botox on me would not be as effective for people who don't have so much expressions, you know what I mean? I tend to be really expressive with my eyes, my face, my smile, my laugh, I squint, I just use a lot of expressions on my face. So I think maybe it will last, for me, maybe 3 months, compared to a person that doesn't, you know, is really like steady, you know, your face is like calm. Maybe for them, or for people who are like that, would last 6 to and more. But for me, I'm like moving and moving and moving. So I can tell you, even after a month, it's actually already coming back. It's not so obvious, but if you look at me now, you're like, did you get Botox? It's not that obvious. Obviously, I'm not moving my face like that all the time, you know, in office, but I do tend to do things like that in the office. I had a lunchtime procedure, so literally in the doctor's office, told him I just want to try it out a little bit here. He's like, okay, I'll just give you a couple of jabs there, a few jabs there to get rid of your rabbit's nose, and then, you know, off you go. 15 minutes later, out and in, done, and no bruising, nothing. It felt like a pinprick, you know, nothing that I was like, oh, so shocked about. So yeah. So my foundation's done. Next, I'm gonna use this CC Tarte Under Eye Corrector. I actually don't need much of correcting. I think I mentioned that in my first Get Ready With Me video. I just put a little bit, even that's too much. And then use the Beauty Blender to kind of like spread it out. Just a little bit because, I don't know, I think I've been sleeping very well lately. Ever since I came back from my holiday, I've been resting. So my under eye circles are, yeah, they're behaving. Little bit of concealer. This is, I don't know, I dug this out from my cupboard. This is the Chanel Corrector Perfection Concealer number 20. Ooh, Chanel. Actually, there are better concealers out there, but you know, it's a decent coverage. It reminds me a little bit of the popular one from NARS, Creamy Concealer. Yeah, it reminds me of that. The texture is nice. It's not too thick, easy to blend. But if you use a beauty blender, you know, I don't know, it just doesn't really show up. But yeah, since I have it, I'll use it. So will I continue to get Botox? To be honest, once this wears off, I don't think I will continue it. Not because I don't like it, it's just that it is quite expensive. Like, this cost me roughly about $200 Singapore dollars, and it was just a little bit. I cannot imagine if I had to do my entire face, if I had to do the wrinkles on the top of my head here, maybe my crow's feet and all. So I can imagine it could go up to what, $600-700 for a few months. I don't know if I would continue or even consider doing my whole face. A little bit was fun, you know, just to experiment, just to feel it, you know, and just see what it does to my face. I guess I would do it again if I knew I had like a special occasion coming up. So for example, now is December, maybe if my birthday was coming up like in, you know, next month, I would do it in November, just to have like, you know, ooh, I did something for my birthday. I think if I had a special occasion like down the line, like a month ahead or 2 months ahead, I may consider just doing a little bit. But for forever maintenance, it's expensive. So I don't know. Right now it's like, okay, you know, I do think that not allowing me to crunch my face so much, I don't have that kind of like face, you know, like when I stare at you and I really look at you really angrily, people don't feel like I'm really angry at you. So maybe, okay, I'm gonna bake a little bit. I'm using the La Prairie powder. And this is the travel size one. I still haven't baked into the big one yet because a little bit goes a long way. So, get it up. Take a little bit. And I don't do like big. I just, you know, put a little bit under the eye. I probably can't even see it on camera. It's an expensive powder, okay? I don't want to waste it. So I got a little bit of powder just baking there. So now moving on to my eyebrows, I still have to draw them a little bit, and that's because I haven't gone for my second touch-up. So my second touch-up's tomorrow, and actually when I go back to her, moving on to my eyebrows, and I still have to draw them at the moment because if you watch my vlog, I think a couple of weeks ago, I actually had the embroidery done on my eyebrows, and with that embroidery it comes with 2 touch-ups, so I'm actually due for a touch-up tomorrow. And when I go back tomorrow, I'm gonna ask her to make it a little bit thicker. I can understand why she didn't do it too thick, because I have a touch-up coming up and it's better to go thin to thick rather than thick and then you can't do anything about it. So I do want to make it a little bit more like Korean style, so a little bit more straight and just a bit thicker. I feel that it's a little bit thin, so I still have to draw quite a bit for my eyebrows. But it's definitely better than before or without the embroidery, because before the embroidery, my old embroidery was red in color, so it's just terrible. So I'm using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. I bought this quite a while ago and I hardly reach for it. I'm not sure why. It's not that it's not good. It's just that I think maybe I don't have much of a control with this pencil. My favorite eyebrow pencil is still the Tom Ford eyebrow defining pen. Is that what it's called? Is that the eyeliner? It's still my favorite, Espresso. I've mentioned it before. and it gives the most natural color to me. I think gives the most natural color. The color doesn't come out so easily. I feel like this one you've got to have a little bit of control, whereas the Tom Ford one is a little bit more stiff, a little bit harder, so you won't make such, you know, bad mistakes. This one you've got to be like, you know, a little bit of touch and the color comes out immediately. So you've got to have quite a steady hand and don't go ham on your eyebrows. So it's really hard to talk and do your eyebrows at the same time. So I'm just gonna finish this first. Moving on, I'll be using this palette from Gwen Stefani from Urban Decay, and this is a pretty old palette. Most of the colors that she's got inside are really nice. I think you still can get this palette. It's a very sturdy palette, and I like it. It's easy to use, you know, it's not like super complicated. So I'm just going to... Okay, first I'm gonna use the color Danger, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. So Vlogmas, I am thinking about doing Vlogmas again this year. I did it last year and it was a little bit crazy because it was my first time doing Vlogmas, and I have not done like daily vlogs every day. It was quite a challenge. I really, you know, salute to all those YouTubers who do Vlogtober, Vlogmas, and then they have, you know, daily vlogs. It's because it is a real commitment. It is like you're vlogging from the morning to the night. You know, it could be like a 2-minute vlog, a 3-minute vlog, maybe a 10-minute vlog, but you are vlogging throughout the day. You've got, what, 50, maybe 100 clips, depending on what you do, right? And at the end of the day, you've got to put it together and then upload it, and it's every day. Oh, it's not easy. It's really, really not easy. So I am thinking of doing it again, putting myself through that challenge. But I don't know if you guys want to see Vlogmas. My days are pretty boring. I mean, I'm a working person. I work, and I know 9 to 5 job. In fact, it's 9 to 6. And then, you know, in the evenings, I normally go to the gym. I teach some classes. Weekends are, you know, videoing. I do, you know, most of my vlogs, I guess for me, it would be interesting is what you see me eat. I'm eating something every day. It could be the same thing, but it could be different things, and I guess that is like, for me, the highlight of my day, eating. And then, yeah, just, I don't know whether you want to see that. Maybe instead of doing daily vlogs, I could vlog every day, but I could kind of like string them together and make it like a weekly Vlogmas. So instead of seeing 31 videos, you'll see four weeks. I think there should be 4 weeks this time. Yeah, 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm thinking about doing that, do a week-long Vlogmas, so week like 1st to the 7th, and then, you know, 4 or 5 weeks of it. So let me know. Tell me, what do you prefer? Do you prefer daily vlogs? Or do you prefer if I do 1 full week and then upload once every week? And yeah, that will give you a little bit of variety, and also the vlogs will be a little bit longer and you can actually watch. I don't know, let me know, because I really enjoy doing videos. It's just that I don't know if you guys want to see me eat and work and just be really boring. The only interesting thing for this particular Vlogmas is towards the end of the month, I will be going to Japan again. So I'll be merging my Vlogmas with a Japan vlog. So it kind of like last year's Vlogmas. I actually went to Taiwan at the end of the year. So I have Vlogmas every day, and then towards the end, I kind of had Taiwan Vlogmas. It was quite challenging because when you're traveling, especially on a holiday, you know, you'd be going out, doing all kinds of things, and vlogging and traveling is, whew, it's no joke, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy, you know, going around my camera like, yeah, I gotta shoot this, I gotta shoot that, I gotta shoot this, oh, shoot that, don't eat it, let me shoot it first. And yeah, and you know, people think I'm mad, but it's all for good fun, right? Next, I'm going to a deeper color called 1987, and then I'm going to put that into the crease to give it a little bit more depth. From the corner to the... This brush is a little bit too thick, but never mind. We'll work with it. Everything I know about doing makeup, I learned from YouTube. I had no idea how to put eyeshadow. In fact, I think I still don't have an idea how to put eyeshadow. I just kind of like go with the flow, like how would it look like if I wanted this part to be a bit more, you know, popping out. And yeah, I'm not good at it, but it's fun, you know, make a mistake, look a bit weird, one eye bigger than the other eye, so what, who cares, you can just wipe it off. Makeup is fun, you know, and makeup's expensive too, but yeah, it's fun. Change to a different brush. Now I'm going to a deeper color called Serious, and I'm just gonna put it at the corner of my eye. And now I'm using a really thin brush. I've mentioned this brush before from Hakuhodo. I will link the exact brush in the description box and you can check it out. Love this brush. I think it's Blue Squirrel because it's super soft. It's like so nice. I really like this brush. If if there's one brush that you do get from Hakuhodo, I do recommend this. Look at it. It's so tapered, so thin, and just like, you know, it's like 1 centimeter, but it's so easy to control. Plus it has a short handle. Very easy to use. I can use it in both hands. So for the corner, it helps. So being small, you know, you can go really precise at the corner, and just little strokes like this. I used to buy a lot of MAC brushes, and obviously, right, MAC, Real Techniques and all, but I don't know, there's something about the Hakuhodo brushes, maybe because they use natural hair bristles, it is just so soft, and I don't know, they're made so well. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy, clean brush and just kind of like smoothen out the corners so that it blends into my skin. This is also from Hakuhodo, and this is the one with the orange handle. Is one of my favorites as well. This is the, I don't know what number, S142, also extremely recommended. It's a little bit pricey. I think they have the J range, similar tip, but obviously just with the black handle. You don't need such a, you know, fancy handle, but it does look nice. Starting to draw my eyeliner, and I can't find my Kat Von D liquid eyeliner, so I'm just using this one from Japan. What's the name? Integrate. This is called Show Those Cat-Like Eyes, and I think I mentioned this before, but it's not the best eyeliner. It's one of those that I would say is not waterproof. It's probably water resistant, but it has a really good tip. Very firm, very easy to manage, very easy to hold, and, you know, get quite a precise, you know, line. Very easy, but it's just not waterproof, and I need my waterproof eyeliner. Because it's quite easy to use, I can actually use it with my other hand, so I become a little bit like ambidextrous with my eyeliner. Took a little bit of practice, but obviously the tool helps, you know, using both hands. I won't say I'm steady on my right hand. I'm a little bit more rough this side, but you know, it's, you know, you can get away with it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this cream color eyeliner from Scandalize. This is from Rimmel. Got this when I was in UK, and it's quite nice. I like it just a little bit under my lower inner rim. So let me just brush off all the excess powder, which you all can't see actually. Moving on to my lashes, and these are new as well. This is from Tarte. This is the, I don't know, what is it? Cruelty-free lashes. Oh, okay, this is just the cruelty-free lashes. And this is in the style Goddess. They look pretty. Let me try them on first. Yeah, I probably have to trim it a little bit, but it's like, whoa. Okay, the lashes are on, and that was not easy because I've never used such thick lashes before. So it is very pretty. It's very fluffy, and yeah, I think it needs a little bit getting used to a little bit. Like, it's very like va-va-voom. But yeah, it's nice. Okay, So I've got my lashes on, just a couple more things to go and I'm done. I'm using this bronzer today from Marc Jacobs. This is the, what is it called? 104 Tentastic. Like this bronzer, it's very natural, it's a little bit more cool tone. And I'm just gonna be like, you know, give my skin a little bit of color. Yep, down my neck. By the way, just a quick update on my mom. She starts her radiation on Monday, so that's a couple of days from today. And so it's the first radiation. You know, she's doing much better now. She's going out, walking slowly because the wound where they kind of like, you know, cut her abdomen part is like this big. I cannot believe it. When I looked at it, I was like, that's like a centipede on her belly, like this long. So it's quite scary. So anyway, yeah, she's healing up very well, and she is yeah, she's moving, you know, obviously not like moving like that, but you know, walking slowly. And actually moving is very, very good for her recovery. Don't overdo it. So I've told her to, come on, move. You know, they like to be quite lazy sometimes. They just sit around the house and just watch TV like me. But when you need to recover and get, you know, get your muscles moving, get your blood flowing, so I do encourage her to get off her, you know, bum and then move around. Next, I'm using this highlighter from MAC. This is in the actually old design, and look at that. I've been using it a lot, but it's hardly did a dent to it. This is the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. This really packs a punch. It's like BAM! And I do like to use it once in a while. Obviously, there are better highlighters now, more, I would say, smooth and less gritty and less chunky. But you know, sometimes this does pack quite a nice shine on the cheekbones. The blush that I'm using is from MAC, and this is Rosy Outlook. This is a Pro Long Wear blush. I've mentioned this in one of my favorites as well. It's one of the blushes that I feel I can wear in the morning, and by the night time, it's still on my cheeks. I don't know, it's really long lasting, and a little bit goes a long way. Just a little bit here. And I like this color because it's pink with, I don't know, it's just slightly, it runs more on the peachy pink, so it's not like Barbie pink. I really like this color, and I think it would suit most skin tones or lighter skin tones. So for me, it's, yeah, I like it. So finally, the lipstick that I'll be using is this new lipstick I bought from Tom Ford, and this is the color 60 Bad Lieutenant. I love this color. It is more on the nudie side. Oh, look at that. So pretty. It's a cream finish, and with this kind of more dramatic eyes, this color, really good. Let me show you. I should probably use a lip liner underneath so that I can get more precision, but it's okay. I feel like this color, when I first put it on, it looks a little bit too nude, but I don't know whether lipstick oxidizes, but after a while, like when I start to talk a little bit more, I feel like it kind of warms up. I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but yeah. So I feel like this nude I can get away with. Doesn't make my teeth look too yellow, and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look too pale. With a little bit of like a darker eye like this, I really like this look. So yeah, let me just finish up the hair and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video, watching me, amateur, not even amateur, like user of makeup, put on makeup and just have a quick chit chat with you. Anyway, after this, I'm gonna be wearing this, and I'll be filming one of my most requested videos, which is my handbag collection. I tried to transport some of the handbags back to where I am to do this video, and you know, there'll be some clips where I've got to insert you know, pictures of my bags because I don't have them with me. But yes, that is the next video that I will be filming, so look out for that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till my next video, which is the handbag collection, you guys take care, and I'll see you then. Bye!